Welcome back to New Rockstars. It's me, MT, and Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness is clearly showing us that something is very much wrong with the MCU multiverse, which has us here at New Rockstars begging the very obvious question, who did it? Like, who needs to go to jail? Who in the MCU is actually to blame for the high crime of reality desecration? I don't know about you, but New York did not look like that the last time the Sorcerer Supreme Wang saw it. So, somebody has got to go to jail. Well, from the trailers, we do hear from Mordo that Strange's desecration of reality will not go unpunished. But is that actually true? Is Doctor Strange actually the one who done goofed and messed up the entire multiverse? So let us count Strange's cosmic crimes, my nerd babies, because it's Law and Order MCU. Okay, so again, our first teaser for Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness has Mordo telling Strange that his desecrations against reality will not go unpunished, before revealing to all of us by the teaser's end that the greatest threat to the multiverse was Doctor Strange himself, with this long-haired Mordo even going as far as to fight a handcuffed version of our Doctor Strange in that first teaser footage. An intense moment that I'm assuming occurs after Doctor Strange is handcuffed and brought in by these Ultron sentries of Professor X's Illuminati. But what could long-haired Mordo have meant by this? Well, from what we know from original recipe Mordo at the end of Doctor Strange 1 is that this dude was obsessed with the preservation of what he called the natural law, especially when Doctor Strange gets a little bit too excited about the cool new time-traveling green fruity pebble and attempts to restore the page that the dark doofus of a devoted Dormammu stan, Caecilius, stole. Because when Strange does this, Mordo specifically chastises him about the dangers of messing with the natural law. And the consequences of messing with the natural law, they don't sound too good.
Temporal manipulations can create branches in time, unstable dimensional openings, spatial paradoxes, time loops!
Yeah, those all sound slightly worse than lions, tigers, and bears, oh my. And all of those things are what could happen when you create a paradox with the time stone. Like when the universe sort of corrected itself after Strange created the spatial paradox of having two of the same Dormammu page exist in two different physical locations at the same time, because Caecilius had the page and Doctor Strange went back in time and made the page. That can't happen. So the universe was like, we're undoing this. So this being said, I cannot help but think that Doctor Strange's usage of the Time Stone on the planet Titan to see the outcomes of the coming Thanos conflict could have been the exact moment where Doctor Strange broke reality the hardest. Because if you think about it, this is the only moment Doctor Strange has used the Time Stone to peer into the MCU multiverse for the very specific purpose of writing his own version of the events to come, rather than those that were naturally supposed to occur if Strange did not use the Time Stone on Titan. Because it wasn't just one reality that Strange was interfering with, technically, it was 14,605,000, something that Mordo and even Wang would probably have 100% a huge problem with. But hey, that's what happens when you leave your Steven unsupervised. They go rogue, like Steve at the end of Endgame. He went to see his girlfriend, just breaking the rules, just to get laid. But I understand it, Which could be the reason for all of those unstable dimensional openings that appear in both trailers for Multiverse of Madness. We could be seeing the bill coming due of Doctor Strange using the Time Stone to prevent half of all of life in the universe from permanently dying through the opening of wormholes to different points in space-time. The nerdiest, lamest sentence I've ever said. Much like we saw during the Convergence when huge portals of gravitational disturbances opened up throughout the universe in Thor 2. Because if you remember, cars and city debris were floating everywhere too during that whole Dark Elf fiasco in London, much like they are in New York in this Doctor Strange footage. And it was because of those weird fluctuations in gravity due to the Convergence wormholes appearing in the sky. And this could be exactly why Mordo told Strange that he could walk Strange's path no longer at the end of Doctor Strange 1, because he saw Strange use the Time Stone to reverse Wang's death and the deaths of everyone who died in Caecilius' initial successful attack on Hong Kong, as well as use it to stop Dormammu, and he knew that this curious student Strange would not be able to stop there, so he just dipped. Because he knew of the coming cosmic consequences, because he basically saw Caecilius turn to the dark side himself, and his former master. And hey, before we continue, this video is brought to you by The Ridge. The Ridge wallet is light, sleek, and industrial, and it's designed to fit in your front pocket, unlike those bulky back pocket wallets that we won't talk about. Stupid old school wallets, what are you doing? The Ridge wallet holds up to 12 cards and still has room for cash. The Ridge wallet comes in over 30 styles and colors, including carbon fiber and burnt titanium, which is what I got right here. And there's even an 18-karat gold-plated wallet, which I think Aisha and the other shiny sovereign folks from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 would probably appreciate because they're all very gold. And I really like how strong and sturdy the Ridge wallet feels. Like, this is not a product that is going to bend or crack if you sit on it weird or drop it on the ground. Like, literally, check this out. I'm trying to bend it and it's not happening. The only thing that's going to break is my will to break this wallet. It's literally so very sturdy. And every Ridge wallet comes with a lifetime guarantee, and they'll let you test drive it for 45 days and send it back for a full refund if you do not love it. And it's got 30,000 5-star reviews, so you'll probably love it. 30,000 5 stars is like 150,000 stars. That's a lot of stars. And Ridge also has great backpacks and travel bags with RFID blocking pockets and optional device charging batteries. So get 15% off today with free worldwide shipping and returns by going to ridge.com/newrockstars. That is ridge.com/newrockstars, and be sure to use the code newrockstars. So please find the link in the video's description. But outside of Strange's abuse of the power to the Time Stone, we can't really talk about crimes against reality and not mention Strange's regular use of the Runes of Kaf-Kal spell that we learned about in Spider-Man No Way Home. Because before Wang's departure in the film, we learn that apparently Doctor Strange has regularly used a dangerous spell that travels the dark borders between known and unknown reality, which in my eyes is referring to that dark space in the dark void between universes, which is something that I think was alluded to at the beginning of the Loki finale, those two separate black holes being two separate universes, and the darkness between them being that darkness that Wang is referring to. Because let's be real, if Doctor Strange has been using such a powerful spell that could potentially affect humanity on a multiversal level, like we saw with the accidental cosmic yoinking of Defoe and the foes and the Venom who comes and goes, and with arguably the most powerful member of the Illuminati having roots in the realm of the mind, I'm sure that Professor Xavier is probably one of the few people in the MCU multiverse that could even withstand and detect the memory wiping effects of the multiverse affecting Runes of Kaf-Kal spell, and is arresting Strange for his abuses of that spell. Because if you think about it, unfortunately, Doctor Strange and Professor Xavier are not unalike in this way, with Xavier having used his own powers of mental manipulation to place mental blocks on the cosmically powerful Jean Grey to cage the Phoenix Force inside of her, much to Logan's shock and protest.
I'm trying to restore the psychic blocks and cage the beast again.
You're talking about a person's mind here, about Jean.
She has to be controlled.
Control?
You have no idea of what she is capable.
No, Professor. I had no idea what you were capable of.
I had a terrible choice to make. I chose the lesser of two evils.
With Logan ending up being proven right, as the Phoenix's anger at Xavier for caging her would be the catalyst for her exploding Xavier's body and becoming increasingly unstable, which could have easily spelled the ends of billions of lives throughout the Fox Earth and the Fox universe as a whole. And with Multiverse of Madness appearing to have at least 2 confirmed Nexus beings in it, with this image of 2 Scarlet Witch variants in the trailer, it appears that the relationships and cosmic connections between powerful Nexus beings could very likely be explored in the film that follows up the drastic multiversal repercussions of the Runes of Kaf-Kal spell. Because as we learned from Doctor Strange in No Way Home, an infinite number of Marvel characters in the infinite MCU multiverse knew Peter Parker was Spider-Man, including infinite versions of the Scarlet Witch and Jean Grey that knew his identity, including the Famke Janssen and Sophie Turner variants of Jean Grey. And since the Runes of Kaf-Kal spell has the potential to reach every human in the multiverse, there is a massive chance of unintended detrimental effects to the already fractured and sensitive minds of cosmically powerful variants like the Scarlet Witch and the Phoenix Force. Maybe even cosmically altering their brain chemistries to the point where variants of these Marvel goddesses can cause the early terminations of their home realities, which could be why this version of Captain Marvel is fighting this version of Scarlet Witch in the trailer. In the early termination of universes is also a huge main struggle the Illuminati have to face in the comics as they try to stop stop the catastrophic crossing over of universes called the incursions, which happen as a direct result of universes ending before their time. So frankly, it would kind of be irresponsible for Professor Xavier to not arrest Doctor Strange in this scenario. And how freaking dope would it be to have Doctor Strange fight two pissed off versions of Jean Grey who are just mad at Doctor Strange for messing with their minds, because they clearly do not like when Professor X does it, because Sophie Turner was not too jazzed when her Xavier was messing with her memories in Dark Phoenix. So Strange better watch his ass, and then, you know, probably wash his ass. Because if I was Strange and I was fighting two Phoenixes, I would poop my pants. But those are just the major cosmic crimes that Doctor Strange could have committed that could have caused the multiverse to just collapse and go haywire. But I don't think that it's completely fair to put all the blame on Doctor Strange. So who do you guys think could actually be to blame for all of this multiverse madness? Could have been the Scarlet Witch, Sylvie? Let us know in the comment section below, because I would like to sort of dive into this more in the future. And your input could help us decide who we dive into next. So let's speculate, Speculation Nation. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video. You can follow me at MasterTainment if you want to see me tweet some weird shit. But more importantly, you can follow New Rockstars wherever we are on social media. And if you do on YouTube, make sure to hit that notification bell so you can get notifications every time we upload a video. And make sure to hit up NewRockstarsMerch.com so you get awesome shirts like this and all of our Spider-Man stuff, all of our Doctor Strange stuff. Go check it out at NewRockstarsMerch.com. Thank you guys so much for watching this video and spending time with me. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.